Right. Brooks Koepka back to the PGA Tour with a lot of fanfare. Did make the cut this week.
Yeah, this was a welcome sight here for Brooks Koepka. We didn't see a lot of this out of Brooks this week, making putts of any length for that matter. Yeah, great putt there for him.
Birdie putt here at the 14th.
Yeah, this seemed to be kind of the theme for the week. He just really couldn't get it going with that flat stick.
And then at 16.
Yeah. From tee to green, Rich, this week, he was great. It would have been nice to see him make more putts like that this week. He would have fared a lot better.
And here he is at 18. This is a respectable round of 70 for Brooks Koepka. So in all, it was 73, 68, 73, and finally 70. Came in humble. Said he was nervous. Showed that in some of the interviews, even a little bit of emotion. The bottom line, you would think, Steve, is he just needs reps at this point.
I think that's exactly the case, Rich. He said he hadn't played in a competitive event in 14 weeks. Different feeling for him coming back on tour this week. I think he handled himself very well, and I feel like felt like he's been reborn when he walks on those greens next week at Phoenix.
Yeah, he's won there twice, and so here is a look at what he did statistically on the South course. The third round certainly tells you that it's there, not too far away. But the putting, that was a big issue, obviously, round number 3, and clean that up, and you might begin to contend. I don't think anybody expected him to contend. People have wondered because, frankly, you play live, for the most part, you're out of sight, out of mind. He did win 5 times on the last 5 times on the LIV Tour. To me, this is a guy who's 35 years old. Established himself, if he never does anything else in this game, as one of the greats of his generation with 5 major championships. This is about one last run, I think, at greatness. And I think if it feels like he has a better chance to prepare for the majors by being back here, in addition to, as he said, being closer to his family.
Yeah, I think a big reason for him to leave LIV was, to be closer to his family, and then also, I think he thinks that the PGA Tour is the place to play. It has the best competition. It has the best players. And to your point, it's going to make it easier for him to prepare himself for the major championships this year, competing with the guys on the PGA Tour.
More likely to win a major this year, Brooks Koepka, Justin Rose, or Tommy Fleetwood? That came from George Savaricas, our colleague who popped into the office, and we were having a good conversation. What would you say?
Well, I mean, if we're going on recent history, it'd be tough to say that it's not Justin Rose. Tommy Fleetwood always seems to step his game up in the majors. And Brooks Koepka, the 5-time major champion, back on the PGA Tour this year, you can never, ever discount him playing major championship golf.
One thing I would say is it was a little uncomfortable the last few days. There was this kind of sense that Brooks was some sort of returning hero. I understand it's a sizable story. Don't get me wrong. This is a guy who just probably took 9 figures from LIV. He came back. I know he paid a little bit of a penalty. It's not a little bit. It was a substantial penalty of $5 million. But in any event, I think he was a bigger story in the return than really at any point in the latter stages of his last stint on the PGA Tour. Off to Scottsdale now. Going to be noisy there, isn't it? And Brooks will be at the center of it.
Yes, it's going to be very noisy. It always is noisy there in Phoenix. But, I feel like he is going to feel like a man reborn when he gets to Phoenix next week and gets on those greens. I'd look for him to really tighten up that putting next week in Phoenix. And if he continues to strike the ball the way that he did this week, he might be a factor next week in Phoenix.
Do you think he has another one in him or 2 major championships? Do you think he has another big run left?
Absolutely, I think he does. I think that all that really needed to happen was something for him to kickstart his desire again, really kick that motivation in that he had when he was winning all those majors. And this was the first big step in doing that this week, playing on tour.
It seems like he's hungry.
Yes, he is.
And humble.